Hi, I'm Chef Bob Gallagher. I am here at Tony Roma's restaurants, and today we're going to show you how to make our North Miami burger. A lot of people don't realize this, but actually Tony Roma's, when they started back in Miami, didn't originally have baby back ribs on their menu. They had a table menu, and one of the items they served was a specialty burger that included both beef and pork. So at the restaurant, we have kind of rejuvenated and recreated that whole idea because this is one of the first items that was actually on a Tony Roma's menu. Okay, so we're gonna start very simply. We've got some ground beef here. Now at the restaurant here, we have a blend. It's a 78% meat, and we use actually short rib, beef chuck, as well as beef brisket. And we're gonna use about 1.5 pounds of that. And again, Tony and Chef David probably didn't use this kind of grind, but we kind of modernized it. And then we're gonna add a 80-20% ground pork. And this is an unseasoned pork, so not like pork sausage, but it's an unseasoned pork, and we're gonna blend this together. Now, one of the tricks with burgers is what you wanna do is you wanna make sure this meat is very cold. And the reason why is you wanna make sure that it doesn't fall apart when you cook it. And secondly, we wanna get all that pork mixed in very nicely with the beef. So you don't want to see blotches of the white from the pork. So we're going to mix this in. Again, very gently. You don't want our burger to be dense, so we're going to just use a little finesse here to mix that up. So you can actually kind of see it's blending in nicely, just like this. So if you see little blotches, what you want to do is basically just continue to blend. Simple. So again, we got 1.5 pounds of our beef as well as 8 ounces of our pork. So we serve 8-ounce burgers. So this is going to make 4 burgers. And what we do at the restaurant is we hand form these. So again, what we're going to do is we want to make them perfectly round. We have a mold. You don't really necessarily need to use a mold, but we use that just to make sure it's perfectly round so it matches the diameter of our burger bun. And then one of the secrets to making a really good burger, so it cooks evenly, is you want to press and make a little indentation in the center. So as it cooks, it's going to start puffing up, and what that'll do is make sure that the burger cooks evenly throughout. So we're going to put this to the side, and we'll continue to make our burgers. Okay, so here's our preformed burger, and what we're going to do is we have our dimple. We're going to put that facing up. So we're going to put our flat side down, but first we're going to take some butter and put this right on here on the flat top, and we're going to season this. Now, we didn't put any seasoning in it, so we're going to put a lot of seasoning on the surface. I'm going to lay that right on there, just like that, and give that a little push, that little dimple a push, and we're going to continue to season it. Now, I spoke with some of the original chefs at Tony Roma's, and when they first did this burger, they had a very small grill. So they didn't have a flat top, so they actually used saute pans. So again, we're trying to stay true to our roots. The burgers were seared, they were not grilled. So we're using a flat top for this application. So this is gonna take about 8 minutes to cook. What we're gonna do is we're gonna let this sear from the bottom, and then we're gonna flip the burger. And we wanna make sure we only flip the burger once. That's one of our rules, only flip the burger once, and that keeps the juice inside. Also, you notice that we didn't take our spatula and start smashing the burger. We don't want that we don't want to do that because we want to keep those juices inside so that when you bite into the burger, you have a nice juicy burger. Okay, so next what we're going to do for our burgers, we're going to prepare a bacon aioli. So aioli always starts off with mayonnaise, so we've got some mayonnaise here. And then we're going to add some cayenne pepper to add a little spice. And all these recipes are available on the website, so you can find the amounts there. The other thing next we're going to do is add a little bit of black pepper. And then we have granulated garlic. And then what we've done, we've got some white pepper. So we've got 3 kinds of pepper. You got the cayenne, you got the black and the white pepper. And then we're also We're going to add a little bit of Tony Roma's original barbecue sauce. And then finally what we've done is we've rendered some bacon. So we've got our bacon, and what we're going to do is this is about 3 pieces of bacon. We've chopped them up really fine, and then we're going to leave that bacon fat in there as well, and we're going to add that to our aioli. And this is really going to punch up the flavor of bacon for the burger. So we'll add that, and then we're going to mix this. So the barbecue sauce has a little bit of vinegar, strong vinegar flavor, back notes. So it's going to add a little spice to this, as well as the spiciness of vinegar, as well as a little bit of tomato flavor. And of course, we've got our 3 peppers we added in there. And then the bacon's going to add just that great flavor of smoked hickory bacon. And then, of course, the fat's going to enhance the flavor of the aioli, and also it's going to help loosen our aioli a little bit so it's more spreadable. So the key here is not to overcook your bacon, because you don't want crunchy. You don't really want crunchy bacon. You just want like gentle, moist pieces. And then we'll refrigerate this. And when our burger's ready, we'll spread it on a burger bun that's toasted. Okay, so now it's time to build our burger. So we've got our toasted bun. We're going to put our bacon aioli. It's a pretty big burger, so a generous portion. So on both sides of the bun. You can see that bacon in there. And then we're going to build our burger. So we have our lettuce. So back in the day, they used iceberg lettuce. So Tony used, and Chef David used iceberg lettuce. So we're going to stay to our roots. Tomato. A couple slices of pickles. And then I'm going to finish off with our delicious seared burger with melted American cheese. And then we've got our caramelized onions we're going to build this with. Just like that. Of course, we'll top our burger. And you can't have burger without French fries. So that's our fries. And some ketchup. And we're ready to go. This is the North Miami Burger, Tony Roma's Restaurants.